I mean, if you're really deep in, man, what do you need school for? What do you honestly need school for? I feel like school is meant for socializing, to understand other people, other children, to understand other worlds and other perspectives and cultures. That was school for me, and sports. I like sports. But the academics and the studying thing is just to build knowledge. Yeah, but most of the things that you study and do in school, you're not going to use in the real world. So why are you there? You could say, yeah, I'm there for socializing. What if you don't have friends in school? Then why are you in school? What if there's that child that just keeps getting bullied by children who are just sad? You wouldn't have been bullied if you was just homeschool. But it seems like modern day parents are afraid of taking their children to homeschool in fear of them losing out on the socialization of other crowds and other groups of people. But sometimes other crowds and other groups of people are bad. Some other children are some other children can be horrible to your children. What then? Hmm? We know how bad people can be. We know how bad children can be. Children, children don't give a fuck. They will tell your ass. They will call you all sorts of names. They wouldn't care because their ego's less. The egos is heightened, but it's like they're they're not in control of it because they're still young. They're not in tame of it, so they just allow it to just come out. What about the teachers then? What do they do to those children? Because I know that there's rules in school, like there's rules in prison, and the rules are usually against the students, just like how the rules in prison are against the inmates. In prison, it's meant to rehabilitate the inmate, but you'll find out that it's worse than the real world. There is no rehabilitation in prison. There's just anarchy and chaos. In school, I'm supposed to learn knowledge. I'm supposed to socialize other people. What if the knowledge I'm learning I'm not interested in? It don't reflect with me. What if the people I'm socializing with, I don't even like them, they don't even like me? So I gotta learn to adapt and I learn to be a people pleaser. Nah, fam, nah. This is why half of the parents in this civilization in this society don't know what they're doing with their children because they think some half the shit that they were programmed into doing in their childhood is normal. It's not normal to go to school, bruv. Teachers are abusive. There's teachers who are so in their lust that they create affairs with the female students. This is in high schools. So it's corrupt. The system is corrupt. There's teachers who are bullying and um meant to help your child, but instead they're picking on your child and taking him out of the whole group just to make an example so that they can show that they have power over the student. But aren't teachers meant to help the children? Aren't teachers meant to guide them into a better future? But I'll tell you something about teachers, guys. They don't get paid enough to be doing that. That's why they're so miserable and sad. Ask me now and tell me now. Have you ever met a teacher who's genuinely happy of their work? Because it's an illusion they create for themselves. It's a power trip. They're very controlling. You can't tell me someone who is in a classroom telling people what to do, people who don't even understand themselves what to do is not a control freak. That's a control freak. Teachers are control freaks. What is a teacher and a student? It's an illusion. We're all learning here. There is nobody that knows more than you, and there's nobody else here that knows less than you. We're all here for the first time. This reality, we're here and we're experiencing this reality and we're coexisting together. So why not share stories that help uplift one another instead of teaching you an equation you're not going to use in your plumbing job, teaching you an equation you're not going to use in your artistic job, teaching you an equation you're never going to use in the corporate life, bruv. That's what school programs people. School programs the children into adapting into a corporate lifestyle because we sit in cubicle desks by ourselves, sometimes sharing it with someone else. But either way, that's how a corporate office works. It's separation. That's what prison is also. That's what school is ultimately. Even art schools. There's no school that is that has the benefit of the doubt. Hotel schools, art schools, chef schools, military schools, it's all the same programming. The teacher's better. There are rules. If you don't follow the rules, we will break you. We will punish you. We will not. If I break a rule, isn't it best for you to understand why I broke the rule so you can better understand me instead of just punish me? Because that's what principals, vice principals, and teachers do. It's a hierarchy, even in school and prison. There's the warden, there's the guard, the main guard, there's the head guard, and then there's the yard, the guard that's head of the yard. You see, there's hierarchies in these institutions, but they're meant to help the people and the children. But instead, they punish the people and the children for behaving in certain ways that they do not understand. It's a prison. Because why else is your teacher not going to allow you to be creative? Why else is your teacher not going to allow you to be logical if you're thinking? Because teachers are very emotional people. They're not even equipped enough in their own field. You get a teacher that's teaching you how to edit a video for corporate companies, but why isn't he editing the video for corporate companies? Why is he here teaching me how to do this? He's failed in his field. That's why he's here. That's the only reason why we have teachers. They have failed in their personal fields. And so they're going to use that fear and that low level of frequency to discourage the next generation to following the same field that they followed. That's how it works. Prisoners, usually the guards, the cops are the same. They're just the same as the criminals, the thieves, and the rapists. They're just the same. They're on the same low level of vibrational frequency. Only difference is they just have more power than the inmates, and they're wearing a uniform. Inmates are also wearing a uniform. In school, you're also wearing a uniform. This is a prison, guys. School is a prison. Nobody can tell me otherwise, guys. We should go back to the days where we were chilling underneath a tree, sharing information with one another before we allowed one person to get it and give them a chalkboard and a clipboard and teach them everything in their mind, but not sharing information. We're not supposed to teach. We're supposed to share. Me, I'm not teaching you how to be or behave in this world, in this reality. I am sharing information of how this world and this reality actually works. And everything in this world and this reality is an illusion. They've been lying to you guys. But again, let's touch bases on this on the comments. This is Metaphysics Sessions.